alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Thumma amma ba'd. Inshallah biznillah, in this series we are going to read this book which explains the grammar rules and the grammar things that are related to grammar in the Madinah Book 1 series, inshallah biznillah. Our primary focus is to read the Arabic texts and understand the grammar rules and what is happening. I will give explanations in English here and there, but I'll also read all of these things as is mentioned in Arabic, as it is explained here in Arabic, inshallah bidnillah. As the primary goal of these videos and also this channel is to try our best to learn Arabic through reading, to get into the habit of reading, inshallah bidnillah. So keeping that in mind, and also trying to incorporate the aspect of learning grammar rules, the Arabic grammar rules. So for that reason these videos are done. So I hope inshallah bidnillah you benefit from them. So we start with ad-darsul awwal, the first lesson, and it speaks of haza. So again, if we see, ad-dars means lesson and awwal means the first. So the first lesson. And in the first chapter, the first lesson, we learn about haza, which means this. طيب. Now over here it says haza ismu isharatin. Isharatin means pointing. Ismu isharatin. Okay, ismu can be translated as noun. طيب. So it's saying ismu isharatin, it's a pointing noun or a pointing word. Lil mufrad. When you see the li, it translates as a lot of like it can be translated as many things, but for now here it's translated as for. Okay, for lil mufradi, for singular. Mufrad means singular. طيب, so ismu isharatin lil mufrad, so it's a pointing word for singular. Al mudhakkar means masculine. Al qarib means close, that is near or close. طيب. And al-aqil means, let's just say, human. Okay, someone who has an aql, intellect. Okay, human. Wa ghayril aqil, and non-intellect. So just for understanding, we just say it as non-human. طيب. So together, what does it mean? I'll just explain it here. In Arabic, we have these things called pointing words. طيب. Pointing words. Now, and also in Arabic, we have ism, which is roughly translated as noun. Then we have fi'l, which is roughly translated as verbs. طيب. And then we have harf, which are roughly translated as particles. طيب. Particles. Now, like prepositions and all those things. So pointing words fall under this category, like they are a type of nouns. So what we have is, we have pointing words, and they are of two types. Now, and there are some which are used to point at things that are close, that are near, and there are some pointing words that are used to point at things that are far. طيب. Also in English, we have a word for singular and a word for plural. طيب. And only in terms of living things, we have words for masculine and feminine, and mostly when it's for humans. Okay, like for humans, or sometimes for animals as well, or most of the times, but usually for living beings we have masculine and feminine. But in the Arabic language, every word, even the word pen, if you say qalamun, it is masculine. Okay, and we'll study later what is, like, how is a word determined as masculine and feminine. But just to say, any word in the Arabic language, linguistically, it must be masculine or feminine. طيب. And it must be singular or plural. طيب. And also in Arabic there is a third one, which is dual. So it can be dual as well. So like, for example, in English we have singular just pen, and then the plural is pens. But in Arabic, you have pen, which is qalamun. Then you have a dual, which is qalamani. And then you have the plural aqlamun. طيب. Inshallah, bidnillah, we'll learn all this later. But just to let you know that in Arabic, these are the things that happen. So that's what it's saying, that the word haza is a pointing word, as I mentioned, and it is used for singular, specifically singular. And it is used for masculine. طيب. And it is used for something that is close. طيب. And it can be used to point at something like a human or a non-human object. Like it can be used to point at a human being, like this man has a rajul, or something that is non-human or non-living, like qalam, like pen, okay, or like a book, has a kitabun. طيب. So this is what they're trying to say here. Naam, طيب. So now they give us example. العاقل, for example, هذا رجل. رجل بمعنى man. So هذا رجل, this is a man. This is a man. نعم. وهذا ولد, this is a boy. ولد بمعنى boy. This is a boy. هذا شيخ, this is a sheikh, which can be translated as an old man or like an Islamic scholar, sheikh. نعم. When you speak of غير العاقل, so usually when you see the word غير, it negates what is after that. Okay, so for example, if I say عاقل means living or human, if I just add the word غير, it's like non that thing. طيب. So the way we say human, non-human, living, non-living, so that non is replaced by غير. Okay, so we use the word غير. طيب. غير العاقل, example, هذا كتاب, this is a book. طيب. هذا باب, this is a door. هذا قلم, this is a pen. نعم. طيب. So that's how we use pointing words in Arabic. So we have a specific pointing word which means this. And the Arabic for that is haza. And when you use haza, you understand that it is pointing towards a male thing, masculine. Number two, it is pointing towards something singular. Number three, it is pointing towards something that is near. And number four, it can be human or non-human. So that's what we learn in this topic. Now we learned how to say this is a book, this is a pen, this is a man. But what if you want to say, what is this? You want to say, what is this? Okay, you want to question using the word this. The way you do it in Arabic is you add a ma. So ma means what. طيب. So what is this? Ma is an ismu istifhamin. It's a noun, it's a word. Istifham بمعنى seek understanding. Like if I just translate it literally, okay? نعم. So ismu istifham means the words, usually the words which are used to question something, to seek an understanding. That's why the words that are used to question something, i.e., to seek an understanding about the thing, we say them ismu istifham. They are called ismu istifham. Okay, in short, questioning words. Okay, now they're saying ma is an ismu istifham. أو اسم استفهام. طيب, it's a word for questioning, but questioning word, like questioning what? لغير العاقل, for questioning regarding non-human or non-living things. طيب. So for example, You can't, ma haza doesn't mean like cannot mean who is this. It should only mean what is this. So it should only be asking question about non-living things. So here you see, ma haza, what is this? Haza kitabun, and this is a correct answer. Walakin if I say ma haza and the answer is haza rajulun, then this is a wrong answer. Instead we will learn this in the upcoming topics, but I'll just say it for now. Instead, the word that should be used is man haza. If you're asking about a human being, man haza rajulun. That would be correct. So ma haza, what is this? Haza babun, it's a door. Ma haza waladun. This is wrong. Okay, ma haza qalamun. So that's the right question. Now, next, there are two types of question. One is you don't know at all, and you're asking like, what is this? And the way you ask this question is ما هذا. طيب. There's another way of asking things, and that is to ensure something, like to be sure about it. So, for example, you see a house that looks like a house, but it can be a masjid as well, like just an example. So then you ask, is this a house? For example, is this a house? So you're assuming this as a house, but you just want to double check if it's a house or not. You say, is this a house? The way of asking that question is just by having the sentence هذا بيت. This is a house. This is a house. Just add a before it. That makes it, like for example, even if you just delete the is, it's just this is a house. But if you bring the is before it, it becomes a question. Is this a house? So in the same way in Arabic, you bring an hamza. And this hamza is called hamzatul istifham. This is the hamza that is used to seek understanding, to question basically. طيب. وبعد ذلك يقول هناك يعني it's being said here حرف جوابه, يعني the harf, the particle that is used جوابه to answer it, يعني to answer the hamza, the harfs that are used, the particles that are used are نعم or لا. نعم means yes, and لا means no. طيب. So I said this is a house. Okay, very good. If I say, is this a house? You say, yes, it's a house. Or you say, لا, no, it's not a house. So you say, أهذا سرير? Is this a car? Or sorry, is this a bed? سرير بمعنى bed. Is this a bed? Answer is نعم, yes. هذا سرير. This is a bed. أهذا كرسي? Is this a chair? So the answer is لا, no. هذا سرير. No, it's a bed. It's not a chair. أهذا رجل? Is this a man? You say نعم, yes. هذا رجل. This is a man. أهذا ولد? Is this a boy? You say لا, no. This is a man. هذا رجل. So this is how you use hamzatul istifham to make a sentence a question sentence. طيب. And lastly, like we learned earlier, to ask something about non-living, what is this? You use ma in Arabic. In English, you use this for living as well, but in Arabic, you use man. Man haza. Okay. Sorry, in English, you also use a different. In English, you say what and who, right? In Arabic, for what is ma, for who is man. طيب. So man is another, just like the ma, you can say, just like the ma, man is another ismu istifham or ismu istifhamin. It's another ism for questioning, for seek understanding. Walakin, but this time it's used for humans. It's used for living. طيب. فتقول, so you say, من هذا? Who is this هذا طبيب? ولكن if you were to say من هذا and the answer was هذا كتاب فهذه خطأ, then this is wrong. This is wrong. Instead, if you wanted to speak about kitab, you should have asked ما هذا. طيب. وكذلك, and like that is all of the other examples. طيب. So with that, inshallah, bismillah, we end this chapter. I think there is nothing else now. So that is chapter 1 of Medina Book 1, the grammar rules. Inshallah, what I would suggest you is you download this book. Maybe you print it if you need it, or if you have a tab, you label the words that you learn here, the new words, even in the grammatical senses, like the words that are used in grammar, like mufrad, mudhakkar, qarib, al-aqil, ghayr aqil, ism, ishara, istifham. Inshallah bidnillah, this mustalahat, this terminologies will help you a lot in your studies of Arabic grammar, even when you study it in Arabic. When you study Arabic in Arabic, this things helps you a lot. And that's the primary goal of this video, is to learn Arabic through reading, to being able to understand Arabic through reading, inshallah bi'idhnillah. And also meanwhile learn the grammars as well. Also, what I would suggest you is grab the Medina Book 1 series and do the exercises, the chapter 1 that is there. Do the exercises. If you see this video, you will be able to do the chapter, you will be able to do the exercises, and that will establish and set all the rules and the new words in your heart, inshallah bi'idhnillah. So with that, I'll end it here, inshallah bi'idhnillah. If I say something wrong, it's from me and shaitan. Allah's messenger is free from it. I hope you're benefiting from these lectures, from these videos. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. So, jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.